Oh well, cry and whine and bitch and moan. Put your head down, put your boots on, get your ass to work, right? Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Rick Bork. I'm standing out here in my south pasture, I guess you'd call it. You can see the farm up there behind me. I'm trying to come up with a little bit of a plan here. This is my pasture this year. It's not good. It's not good at all. The reality is right now, I got probably a month worth of pasture for my cattle. And that gets me until, what, the end of June? I need July, August, September, and most of October. So I need to come up with a system here to do a little bit of rotational grazing, because the old system that Bob and Wendy used and I've used for the last couple of years will not work this year. Usually where I'm standing out here, this time of the year, we could cut one crop of hay off of it, off part of it, before the cows come out. Right now, I don't even have to mow it with the lawnmower. So I'm kind of thinking about running a fence line right down the middle here. You can see we got a little bit of a slough there, and we got this low gully that runs all the way through and right up into the middle there. I'd like to stitch a fence line right across this thing and divide it in half. That'd create, and then I need to create a system of gates up there to that'll give me 5 pastures, and I can rotate back and forth using that system of gates to keep them out of one and put them in another. But we're gonna have to hammer down here. I got to get ready for the concrete for my shop. I'm not backing down on that. I've worked for too many years not having concrete, so that has to get done first. But I think I wanted to get my haying equipment ready as soon as that slab was done, but I think we're gonna have to take a couple days here, and we're gonna have to blast in a fence line and put in a gate system down there to keep these cattle from being able to graze this entire thing. We're gonna have to be able to rotate them, give them a little bit of a jump. You see, we get some areas in here. We got some areas that aren't so bad. That's not terrible, but it could be a whole lot better. It's just been a product of the weather this year. It's been way too cold. It snowed a week ago. It's been way too wet. There's spots out here that I know for a fact the roots are just rotting off the grass and everything out here. It is spongy in spots where it never has been this time of the year. So what do? I can cry the blues all day long. I have to come up with a plan, and I have to make it work, because it's either that or load my cattle on a trailer, and then what? Then what do you do? So it is what it is. We're gonna probably have to invest in a whole bunch of barbed wire and a whole bunch of fence posts and all that stuff, but it's something that needed to happen anyway. We should be doing rotational grazing. It was kind of in the plan, just not in my plan right now but I guess that doesn't matter either. It's got to happen at some point, and now's the time. So my plan would be, I would like to turn that into, get a cutting of hay off of this side at some point. It's never been plowed, and I guarantee you there's like rocks in there that are half the size of a car. So that's gonna be a chore. We're gonna kind of run this fence line right off the edge of the pond here, head right up toward the left side of the back of the pole barn. Obviously won't make it that far, but that's kind of the line we're gonna run here. Bob and Wendy had a fence line out here years ago, but the cattle were always working on one side or the other trying to get to the grass. So we're gonna have to run electric on it and all that, but it is what it is. It's got to happen. I got to have rotational grazing, and on a good year with good rotational grazing, I think I could add a few more cattle to the same pasture. So, and then we're going to get in, we're going to one of these years, I hope to God I don't have to do it this soon, but back behind the pond, all that back there, there's all that brush, all that garbage. It's got to get taken out. And I was going to get in there and just mow it, use a brush hog and mow it down. The only problem with that is it just regenerates. So I'm going to get in there with the excavator. I'm going to tear all the roots out, rip all the stumps out, get all that crap out of there, plow it, disc it, seed it, do the whole damn thing, turn it into a decent pasture, and that, oh well, cry and whine and bitch and moan. Put your head down, put your boots on, and get your ass to work, right? So, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to blast in a fence line out here. These rolling hills are going to be a treat, but whatever. Nothing I can do about that either. I don't have a big dozer yet. But we'll get there. We'll make it work one way or another. It's part of farming. You have to persevere even when things suck. I'm fixing the Kubota at the moment. If you didn't see that video, I'll pop a link up above. Broke the radiator fitting off of that, so it's a good night for a stroll anyway. I do realize that I jump around a lot with the things that I have to do and want to do and all that, and it changes pretty much on a daily basis. Believe me, I don't care for it either. But hey, I have to adapt, I have to overcome, I have to do what I gotta do to make shit work. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to the farm, find something else to do. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. It is Memorial Day weekend. May the 25th, Memorial Day is Monday. Make sure you pay respect to those who've fallen for us. Liberal liptards out there that are trying to infringe upon a lot of our freedoms. We are still a very free country. And we need to, the people that respect that need to band together and make sure it stays that way. So, I do appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, ring my bell, get my notifications, and hey, we'll see you again next time.